Oh. Oh my god. Okay, that was close. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, it's Dragonflight Alpha. Today I'm going to be showing you the Dragonriding system. It's actually pretty damn cool. I wasn't sure if it would feel good in person, but I'm happy to say it really does. I've talked to a few other people who have been in the earlier testing wave, and they essentially are also kind of concurring. So it's all pretty neat. I'm going to show you how it works today, including some cool things like the new time trial system that they've made, as well as the customizations and what the Dracthyr race can do, not just in the Isles, but also anywhere else in the game world. It's pretty sweet. They basically get their own dragon riding as well. Okay, so here I am. I'm in the Azure Span, right? It's a pretty damn big zone. It's a bit of a sort of pan-Northrend thing. It's got a bit of the Nexus, bit of the Grizzly Hills, plenty of Kalawak. It's a really nice zone, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fly from here all the way over to here. So pretty much I'm going to fly halfway across the zone. I've got myself on this nice big tower, and we're going to see how this works. So before I hop off this and start actually doing the system, there's a few things for you to know. Number one, we've got Surge Forward. That's an ability. It costs 1 Vigor, and it surges you forward. There's another one that does the same, but it flaps you upwards, and then one that really shoots you forwards fast. Now, these all cost Vigor. Vigor recharges whenever you are basically mounted or you're on foot, but you're not actually doing dragon riding. It can also recharge while you are dragon riding if you're going fast enough. Now, this is the vanilla version of this system, right? So I've got no upgrades. I don't even know how the upgrades work. Certainly, when I look at the Vigor bar, I can see it. There's room for another 3. And that's actually kind of big, but I'll show you so that you can understand. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a skyward ascent. Bam. Okay, now we are flying. Let's get a little bit of speed built up. I'm now blue. Because I'm blue, this bar is filling up. Whenever this bar fills up, I get another point of Vigor back. So let's really try to get some speed. Bam. Right, now I'm really going. I'm still getting my Vigor up. I just managed to lose my speed. That was a bit daft of me, but that's fine. We'll get it back. So I've got my speed back, and now you can just really see how far we can go. Now I'm going decently close to the ground. That's just because I really do want to maintain my speed by always just angling myself. So you just saw there, I actually did bump myself into a twig. But what you will note is that they don't reset your speed, they don't make you fall off or anything like that, which is certainly good. It means that any clunky geometry or quick whoopsies don't basically ruin your whole flight, which would totally feel bad and suck. So through this flight, I've actually got a few points of Vigor back, which is pretty sweet. And yeah, we're actually almost at our destination, which is a Kalawak village. So this is certainly dragon riding used, not really in the context of day-to-day questing. This is more dragon riding used as a means of travel, to actually go somewhere pretty quick. Now, there are certainly the limitations that come with you actually having to fly about the place. I actually think they're really fun. I think the system in general is just super, super fun. So I can stop, I could just plonk straight in the ground, but just to show you, you kind of turn into a descending hover. I could, though, try to get some speed up and continue flying, but this time I won't. So that's just going from point A to point B. Obviously there, I had some verticality to start with, and certainly that's part of the system. It makes you think about the world. If I think about one of the design pillars of Wrath of the Lich King Classic, it is that the world is the main character. And here, you still get so many of the benefits of normal flight. You get the benefit then of this actually feeling really good to control and being really fun. And you don't really get the downside of being forced to appreciate the world on a grounded mount, which for a lot of people ends up being a more frustrating experience because, they get dismounted by mobs, that kind of thing. Because if you just want to hop over a pack of mobs, this thing is pretty damn great and it's pretty damn fast too. So I'm going to show you customization. First, though, so that I can really show you what speed is like, we're going to head over here because there's an NPC, and this NPC will do a little race for us. And the race is actually pretty fun. It gets pretty damn fast, so it's all kind of neat. Now, I don't have a sponsor today, but I will say we're also a game studio. Our first game is in development. Stuff's going fantastic, and the good news is The Pale Beyond will be coming out this year. We are in the final months of development. Stuff's going super smooth. If you want a narrative role-playing game with a, I would say, an Antarctic survival theme. Very heavy focus on you driving the story with your choices, multiple endings, characters can die. We're trying to balance things so that, like, shit'll feel pretty rough, and if you basically end up pulling a Shackleton, you'll feel pretty damn good about it. If you don't know what that means, Google Shackleton. Pretty cool dude. Anyway, you can check us out on Steam. If you want to wishlist us on Steam, that really does help a lot too. Algorithms, man. Okay, let's please the YouTube one. So, here I am. We've got the Bronze Timekeeper. I'm going to do the Advanced course. And this will just show you speed. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately surge forward as soon as I'm actually flying. So I jump, I surge, and I can actually surge again. Now we're blue, so I've got that speed up. I'll surge once more. That little swirly that I picked up actually generates, it generates me 1 vigor, which is great for speed. So you can see now, between all of the vigor that I can generate myself just from going fast, and the ones that I pick up, I'm really going quite fast here. Now what I need to do is I need to get some speed back so that I can start earning vigor again. So let's try to get that happening. Okay, good, now it's happening. So now I'm going quick. I should actually generate some vigor soon. You know, not the vigor that I'm picking up. And yeah, so this is honestly, these are pretty damn fun. And it'll be interesting to see like what they actually do with these. One thing I remember, of course, when I was younger playing the game was Netherwing. Remember the Netherwing racing quests? Like, man, those are really cool. So it would be cool if we had more things like that, but in a way here where, like, there's actually a bit of skill to it. You know, you actually, through this, you just better get the feel of, you know, how it is. Now, this actually, for me, is a pretty damn bad run. You'll see how bad it is compared to my PB soon, because it does actually, you know, it keeps your best time and all of that. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to bring the skill for you this time, but anyway, we've just finished. So this time, oh man, 91 seconds. My best is 88.392. Kind of sweet. You can, of course, get achievements for that. I think it would make sense that they maybe put some cosmetics in this, you know, that sort of thing. So, now you've seen a few different contexts of Dragonflight, Dragonriding. You've seen this little race. You've seen me just do some point A to B, you know, movement. I do have a little bit here of verticality, but I want to show you is just more of a, like, typical use. Now, this isn't even typical use. This is worst case. Okay, it would be worst case if I was down there, but it's going uphill. Now, sort of gliding uphill, you know, that's not really a... It's not going to work that well, but let's just say I wanted to get over to that bonus objective. I mean, hey, I'm certainly getting, you know, I'm getting there. I actually, yeah, I've been able to make it. Now, remember, too, that I only had, I've only got 3 vigors. As time goes on, I don't know how the system will work with the progression, but you'll be able to get more vigor, and your vigor will recharge faster. So I think eventually you'll be able to go so much further. What I'm just quite happy about, though, is that they haven't made it so that the vanilla version of this feels like super weak or, you know, super trash or anything like that. Okay, so now that I've done that, I think one thing that makes a lot of sense is to show you a little bit of the customization for this feature. All right, customization time. By the way, where you seen that? Where have you seen that before? People are flying around with this in-game. Oh, gee, I wonder how. That'll never not feel a bit shit. Okay, let's go get these guys customized. So, unfortunately, a bug hit my account, which meant that while this and the mount that I could customize were present yesterday, they bloody well disappeared today. I'll cut in some footage, of course, so that you can see what's going on, but essentially, if you take a look at this, it's like having a little character customizer for your dragon. And you can just change around all the different parts. Right now, for this one particular dragon, there's a very small selection. I can show you, though, through questing, I have earned a club tail, swept horns, horned chin, spined nose, and a maned chin. So just all more customization options for that particular dragon. And to actually show you those dragons then, so we've got what I'm on now, which is the renewed Proto-Drake. You get this from the first zone. And you can see different colors, so I assume you'll be able to customize their color at some point. We've got this more prehistoric looking dude, who's also pretty cool. And then if I type in, I believe, Highland, the Highland Drake, which yesterday I was customizing. Today he's disappeared on me, which is unfortunate, but he's a pretty damn cool looking mount as well. So that's the customization, but I'm not really done. I want to show you just a little bit more flying in the world, and then something the Dracthyr can do that is just so damn cool. So, like, this is just a situation, you know, if you want to kind of go a bit more horizontal, like, I'm slightly raised up here, but just to show you some, like, general kind of gallivanting about the place. You know, you can go pretty far. So if I was just to try to get over here, now, of course, this is ended up not being horizontal at all. Oh, look, it's the Stone Bros. Cool. Actually, I was going fast enough there that I was even getting some vigor back. But, you know, if you just want to kind of, you know, swoop over the valley, get to somewhere, you really can do that quite successfully. Now, I do have a bit of a cheeky thought. What if I took you to a zone that we actually can't even technically access yet? I'll do that before I take you to Stormwind. Because I can kind of go so fast in this guy that I can go out of bounds before I get kicked out and give you a sneak peek of Thaldraszus. Sorry, Blizz. Okay, right. Not going to do Thaldraszus. I'm going to do the Honoran Plains. All right, so it is going to kick me out almost as soon as we get there. But my hope is that with this, I'm going to be able to generate enough speed that we can basically soar through a little bit of the zone, and I can get you guys the preview before Daddy Blizzard comes in and kicks me out. All right, so, okay, I've lost my blue. I want more speed than I've got right now. I'm going to try to hug left. Okay, shit, we're in another zone. I've got to go really quick. Okay, there you go. I guess that is a little like a centaur village. Let's keep on going. Oh, hey, there you go. You got your sneak peek. And this is actually handy because now I'm back in Stormwind and I can show you something really cool. Okay, this is not scientific, but I think it'll be interesting. So the Dracthyr can actually do Dragonriding on a 5-minute cooldown. It's one of their racials. It is honestly kind of awesome. But I think, why not do a test? Why not turn on Mythbusters mode? So I'm going to race from here. And I'll move it so that my hitbox is like just in the very back there, right? From here to whenever I can touch the base of the Pandaren balloon. Okay? 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, whatever. It's fine. That's fine. We'll go. So I want to try to compare as the crow flies. To be honest, this could end up not really being the best for Dragonriding in terms of a raw speed thing, but I am just kind of curious. Now, it's the thing where the Dracthyr gets the, they get the, like, very, you know, the basic vanilla version of it. It's, like, not fast. Okay, so 24, 25, and, okay, shit, hitting the base. 28 seconds, right? Let's just say 28 seconds. Now, I'm going to head back to that spot, and we'll see how they roughly compare. All right, so here I am in Dracthyr form, and now I'm going to use Soar. It has a 5-minute cooldown. So you don't get to use this all the time, but to be able to use this, like, uniquely is super powerful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this, and as soon as I leave the ground, I will start the timer, and, you know, we can correct for that afterwards anyway. So I click this, and... okay, here we go. Right, I'm going. I've lost my steering. Let's go higher again, and let's forward flap. And would you friggin' look at that? Half the time. Dragonriding got me there basically twice as quickly as a flying mount. Now, it might have been a 280, not a 310. Who knows? But I think that's pretty damn cool. I don't know about you, but I think it's cool. And now, look at this. I'm flying about as a dragon in Stormwind. Like, that's just neat. Even earlier on, you know, I had to hop over to the Forge in Dwarven District from the Trade District. Just zoop. I was over super quick. So you can see just how fast that this feature can end up being. And remember, this is just the base version. To be honest, being able to use that on a 5-minute cooldown, pretty sweet. I mean, I'd totally accept a quicker cooldown, Blizzard, but I understand that the new class can't naturally be overpowered and everything. Okay, that's us. that is your first preview at the Dragonriding system in the Dragonflight expansion. I hope you enjoyed it. To be honest, I think this thing is pretty damn brilliant. I think, look, doing world quests, doing any of that world content will feel so much better. This is vastly more fun than just running around grounded. For me, I'm a very fantasy-driven player. To me, World of Warcraft is a RPG. So from that perspective, I really enjoy flying these mounts around the place. I really do like that you can actually go faster with the Dragonriding if you're doing things well than you can with a normal flying mount. Like, that is just cool. It's fun. And as I said, it helps that the world is the main character, because if you go up a hill, that hill has got more meaning because now you can do so much more Dragonriding off that hill. The main settlement, the main city, is one of the tallest points in the Dragon Isles. So from that point, you'll be able to go anywhere with Dragonriding and super quick. I think that stuff is just satisfying. And as you saw in the time trial, there is an element of skill to this. You can do it terribly, or you can do it really well. And when you master it, you get really good at it, you'll just zoop about the place. And certainly, I think by the time you get more upgrades in there, you've got more vigor, your vigor recharges faster, you'll be able to do all sorts of crazy stuff. So I think this is awesome, and I really hope that they're able to add this to the rest of the world as well, because I kind of love it. Okay. That's Dragonriding. If you would like to support the video game that we are creating, you like the idea of a narrative game that is a survival-themed role-playing game, then, man, check out The Pale Beyond. If you liked a TV show like The Terror, which, fun story, we actually we ended up choosing not to take the license for it, but that was like actually on the table at one stage, so that's kind of crazy. The Shackleton Expedition, which would be, for me personally, the more direct inspiration in getting that project started. Man, it's just... Arctic exploration, Antarctic exploration, it's all so awesome. It's been an absolute joy for everyone to work in that game. We're in the final stages of development. It's going real smooth, and if you want to help us out and check the game out yourself, you can wishlist on Steam. Okay, I will see you in the next video, and you better believe there will be many more of them. Goodbye. Oh my God. Okay, that was close.